Hello, boys. Welcome to the channel. You know it's going to be a good time when we're all here together. Let's get this started and have some fun. Oh no, the game's lagging. Don't have the proper settings. You face this every time, no matter the phone? Don't worry, I've got some tips coming up to fix that so you can enjoy a smooth gaming experience. So, we're starting on the Japan map. We'll go through every setting in the game, but here's the thing. Your phone usually auto-adjusts the setup, so always double check. First, set the graphics to low. Let's see how the game runs from there. So, I've got the graphics on low now, and let's check out the map. Yikes, everything's blurry and not clear at all. This setting isn't cutting it. You definitely don't want to play like this. Let's try something better because we need those crisp visuals to enjoy the game. I changed the graphics to medium, but it's still not cutting it. Same blurriness, and honestly, it's not fun to play like this. Okay, I'm going for high graphics now. Let's check out the results. Just remember, after adjusting those settings, high graphics might hit your battery pretty hard. Let's see if the improved visuals are worth the extra power use. High graphics didn't fix it either. The map still looks blurry, almost like a blueprint. It's supposed to be a beautiful map, but these settings aren't capturing that. So, what's our next move? Let's keep adjusting until we get it right. So now, friends, the last option is Ultra Graphics. With this setting, you should be able to play smoothly no matter if your phone is high-end or low-end. But remember, you might need to make a few adjustments before applying Ultra Graphics directly. Tweak some settings to get the best performance. Let's make those changes and see how it performs on your device. So now, friends, check out these settings closely. I've personally applied them and they make the game run very smoothly. So friends, keep the resolution at 100%. For the frame rate options, we're starting with 30%. Later, you can try 60%, 90%, and 120%. Let's see how 30% performs first. The 30% frame rate works great, no lag, and the map looks clear with no blurriness or cropping issues. All buttons and camera angles are smooth as well. Now I'm changing the frame rate to 60%. Let's see how it affects game performance and if it improves the graphics. So friends, as you can see, with the 60% frame rate, the car runs very smoothly. All the controls work well, and the auto camera angle is also performing great. But if you go out of the map and start spinning, don't worry, the car will automatically return to the road. So friends, back to the topic. The car runs smoothly with no lag. If this setup works well on your phone, you can keep it and enjoy the game at its best. You'll have a great time with a unique gameplay experience. Now let's move on to 90% and see how the car performs. It runs smoothly, but there's a tiny 0.01% lag. It's minor, so it shouldn't affect your gameplay much. So let's see if there's any noticeable lag or not. We'll do a bit more driving and check it out. I rotated the camera and the nearby area looks great with 0% lag. So friends, did you see? There's 0% lag and everything looks great. Last, the 120% frame rate. This setting isn't comfortable on my device. Now, the second most important setup is render distance. As you saw in the video, the map was blurry and cropped. Fix this by ensuring your device is comfortable and setting it to 100%. Also adjust the prop's distance to show nearby areas clearly. Make sure your device handles these settings well. Now here's the most important setup, guys. This configuration works well on high-end devices. If it's comfortable on your device, you can start with a 120% frame rate. However, applying it directly might cause your phone to heat up, lag, drain the battery, and reduce the fun. So you might end up closing the game. I applied only 90% frame rate and the game runs very smoothly with 0% lag. Controls and camera angles work well too. Next, I'll share the setup that will enhance your game experience with amazing graphics. Stay tuned for the next setup. Next setup is shadows, which is important for viewing the game clearly. Start with high resolution, then try normal and low resolutions, and finally, turn off shadows. I've tested all these options and they work well on my device. You can check and apply these settings based on what works best for yours. I applied high shadows. Next, let's adjust shades and light quality. Start with high and check the results. Now I'm starting with low shades and light quality. Let's see the results. Okay, the final setting is Ultra. If it's comfortable for your device, apply it. Otherwise, you can use low or high settings based on your results, as you've seen. Decals, Visual details like stickers and logos. On, more realism and detail. Off, better performance, less lag. Choose based on your device's capability. The real reflection feature was amazing. It's best to apply it and check how it impacts your device. Make sure to test for any lag to see how the change affects performance. When using new features on your iPhone, like real reflections, keep an eye on battery usage. If you're in low power mode, the game may slow down. Turn it off for smoother gameplay. The next effect feature is Bloom. Honestly, this one really changes the game. Bloom adds a glowing effect to bright areas, giving your game a cinematic look. Vignette darkens the edges of the screen, focusing attention on the center. It creates a dramatic, immersive effect. Anti-aliasing smooths out jagged edges in the game, making graphics look cleaner and more polished. It's great for a more refined visual experience. Use the hide smoke effect to clear smoke from the game for a better view. The non-smoke option improves visibility and highlights other details. UI blur adds a blur effect to the game's interface, making the background elements less distracting and focusing attention on the gameplay. We've covered almost everything for iOS. Next, we'll explore Android gameplay setup. If you enjoy game setups and videos, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming content. Tone mapping enhances colors and brightness, making your game visuals more dynamic and realistic. Tone mapping offers options like cinematic, filmic, digital, GT, and off. Cinematic and filmic provide rich, movie-like visuals. Digital GT offers a high-tech look, and off disables tone mapping for a more basic appearance. With all the setup options shown, choose the one that best suits your device. Personally, I love the cinematic look. It makes the game run smoothly and adds to the fun. I've got my game setup dialed in, so enjoy and drop a comment with your thoughts. Also, Filmic is great for lower-end devices. You can adjust other effects based on your device's performance for the best experience. Enjoy experimenting and let me know what works for you. Now let's move on to Android phone setups. Share in the comments what device you're using and whether you prefer iOS or Android for gaming. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm starting the game on a medium Android device. It's not the most powerful, so let's see how it performs. If you're starting the game on an Android phone and notice low graphics quality, remember that different setups can vary by platform and device. Adjusting the settings based on your device can improve the experience, so try customizing the setup to see what works best for you. As you can see, the game graphics aren't displaying properly on my setup. Let's make adjustments to improve gameplay and enhance the overall experience. Stay tuned for the changes. First, the map visibility looks great. Now, let's apply the same game setup as shown earlier in the video. We'll make these changes quickly to improve the overall experience. Here's a basic setup to improve performance. 1. Close unused apps. 2. Reinstall CPM2 on iOS to clear cache. 3. Clear cache via settings on Android. 4. Turn off battery saver on both platforms. 5. Enable game mode on Android. Start with these steps for better results. Check out the results. My game setup works great on both iOS and Android with the same settings. Enjoy fantastic gameplay and let the fun begin. Small adjustments can lead to big improvements. We appreciate your support. Help us create even better content. Stay tuned for our next video on a new topic. If this setup worked for you, drop a comment. Happy gaming and see you next time.